There's no tool to really give that Galio someone to jump in on, so we are in that situation that I'm not a fan of personally, where you have to utilize the Galio ultimate.
To just go fast, be that Jin that everybody loves to be, running around 400 miles per hour. Rift Herald is taken by JDG. As the Gangplank ulti comes down, initiation goes through, Lumao going in, Galio ulti shows up, and now here comes your counterattack. Lumao into the stasis, keeping himself alive. Kanavi tries to get in there, but Leona's running away. Into the mix goes the Renekton, but now he's going to be juggled around in the middle of 4. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Sofm is taken down, the firing range opens up. Here's your curtain call, baby. Ben goes into Ben, and Loken grabs the kill. Feels good for JDG picking up this Drake for them.
Trying to anticipate where Kanavi may show up in order to potentially defend against this, but Angel gets tagged and he's gonna be slept up.
Angel is asleep, walks away from the trouble bubble, but the follow-up CC comes down. Say hello to Lumao. Kanavi's gonna pick up the kill.
Nicely done, Lumao.
Minion you didn't already have.
You'll take that.
I mostly just enjoy the fact that you didn't even try to make it sound pretty. You just said that's troll. But let's see how the play happens down here. Galio engage comes through. Nicely done. Angel with the execution. Loken is gone. And Lumao, it's about time for Suning to get some revenge for all those roams. They tie this game up at 3-3.
Yeah, that is
got those first items up and running. And it looks like Suning, they're not going to make any sort of a fight happen here anyway. That is the second of Drake.
But they have been able to erase that early lead that JDG had. You know, they have been able to scale up on some of these champions, and they are looking potentially for a fight right now.
They got the CC down onto Kanavi. Solar Flare lands, but look at the damage onto the Lilia. Kanavi forced to run away as more comes through. Bard ulti's able to find it. Yagal's already down. Kanavi's gonna join him. Bullet time! Suning Gaming, they found 2. The third is waiting in the brush on the back of the Drake pit. He gets himself away over the wall with the Hex Flash. That damn rune is doing
response here from JDG. The TP is available on Yagao. He's up in 5.
Curtain call opened up. Sword Art gonna be tanking those bullets here on the front at the start. Kanavi's back in the base. Sword Art down to half HP. TP's coming in. Zooms into the ulti. Baron at 2k HP. SOFM's coming in. He's gonna be able to have to try to stop this. Ben's gonna be taken down. Zoom is tearing Suning Gaming apart. He's looking for the kill, but he will be shut down. SOFM taking the kill now. Loken's in the middle of 4, and Loken is gone down. Wanfeng on a rampage. Suning.
You could recycle that one too, right? You've got MVB, most valuable bin, most valuable bear.
I don't think anybody's sweating a lot over the loss of those. Angel's here in the brush. Yagao walks up. The taunt is down. The follow-up with the Justice Punch. However, the Drowsy found SOFM as he moved forward to try to help his team. Now he's looking to get away. Now Lumao buying a little bit of time on the side with the Solar Flare. Angel through that portal. Curtain call opens up. 2 shots into the back of Sword Art. Make it 3. Make it 4. Loken gets the kill.
Beautifully done. Yagao over the wall, softening up the Bard enough so that 4th Jin bullet could come in, clean up the kill, and they're going to get a tower off this too, so a good counter.
Drake right now. It's SOFM who dashed over the wall. He's waiting in the brush. He's waiting in the pit. Now he's Drowsy. He could be in a real bad spot as the follow-up is coming through. They're able to get him into the stasis, keeping him alive. The Ocean Drake's going to be taken low and secured by Kanavi. Lumao stuck in the pit. He should be dead here. That's 2 deaths.
They lose on the Suning. Playing a lot of that fight over the wall, utilizing the MF ult, the GP ult, to be able to come through and chunk them out. And now Angel, he's caught up.
Angel running that interference, making sure that Yagao can't get as close to the pit as he wants to be. But now Ben's going to be tanking Yagao. He finds the kill into SOFM. The enemy jungler is down. This is huge for JDG. Kanavi manages to bait Angel into a bad spot. The stasis will not keep him alive, and Loken picks up the kill.
Healing off to fight. And they lose out in what was that 5v3 setup. Wanfeng almost has his ultimate, but not quite. JDG look like they could just finish this Baron.
Yagao going over the wall here with the Zoe. It was his snipe onto SOFM that guaranteed Suning couldn't stay here. Zoom is diving around and slashing him down. Zoom in a 1v2. He grabs the first. Can he get the second? The Baron goes over to JDG. Zoom's kill onto the Misfortune just makes it a party, man. Ben is also gone.
Upgrade that up into Mercurial. He can upgrade the Executioners, but he's really ready to go. The GP is on that massive 3-item spike, but SOFM caught out.
SOFM getting chain CC'd. Look at all of those stuns, making sure he's not able to get away. Meanwhile, Kanavi showing him exactly what Lilia can do with that movement speed, just kiting all over the place. Angel are stuck in a 2v1. They cannot deal with the Lilia. Kanavi is making them look foolish as they try to find this. Kanavi continues kiting away. He's just fine. It doesn't even matter as JDG have moved all the way to the enemy nexus. They take down
an inhibitor. And now on spawn, Suning has first position here. They can just take this and then get out with the magical portal.
At your disposal. Suning goes for it, but they can't quite make it happen. Kanavi trying to keep on throwing those swirl seeds, looking for anything he might be able to find. Drowsy down onto Bin. Gangplank getting himself away now. Curtain call opens up. Third shot hits. Fourth shot hits. Lumao once again in some trouble, trying to run away, but Huanfeng's got the damage. Kanavi shows up, trying to provide some sort of an escape route, but it will not work. Swirl seed. Sofm is doomed, and he must be cognizant of that fact and be prepared to play around it. Lumao will once again eat a little bit of damage, a little bit of CC, but he does not care. Sofm trying to escape. Sword Art with the flash over the wall. Zoom, flash into the follow. Sword Art is in danger, and he is destroyed. Angel shows up with Taunt down, but Bin's coming around from the side. Lumao might be in a bad spot. Bullet time goes flying. Lumao still hobbling away, but it's a double kill for Yagao. The Zoe, the artillery, has arrived as Bin tries to run away, but Loken, the power of the Jin to slow him down. Bin won't be able to turn this one back. No, sir. Stasis only buys an extra second. The damage comes through. JDG finds a big
range to actually take it. So I just don't think it's even worth going for with Soul on the table here in 30 seconds. He's got to make the call. For Bin, he at the very least did kill off one member here, but getting knocked down, losing the stopwatch is very critical. And now we are on this potential Soul point.
All right, it's Ocean Soul for JDG if they're able to find it. Big sleep coming through for JDG, but a good bullet time's going to scare them back away. Zoom is diving into the back line, looking to keep everybody else away, but Suning's right back into the pit. Lumao's going to be taken down. There goes the Drake. It is over to JDG. Kanavi secures it, and the Ocean Soul for his team. But now JDG has to get the hell out of town. Huanfeng's looking to chase, but Zoom is still fighting 1 versus 3 in the back line. Sofm will be shot down from a million miles away as the bullets keep pouring in, and Zoom refuses to die. The man is just spinning around in a circle like a gosh darn Beyblade, and he is tearing all of Suning Gaming apart. Zoom grabs the kill. The Ocean Soul does what the Ocean Soul was made to do, and JDG comes out on top.
Nicely done for JDG, and this could be the potential death push here. We'll see how long Suning can hold on. It is just Bin and Huanfeng right now. 10 seconds on Angel, 30 on Sword Art, 20 on Sofm. At the very least, they're going to lose multiple inhibitors here, but this could just be lights out. They only have the one Nexus turret remaining here.
That Ocean Soul secure was so big.
That decided the fight.
For Kanavi. It honestly was so incredibly important. It may have been what won the game. Sleep on the Bin. He gets away. You can't say the same for Huanfeng. Shutdown credit over to Loken. Bin will join him now, and JDG, they clean Suning Gaming up in the base. The Ocean Soul was the secret ingredient, Mr. Azael. Sword Art's back alive, but he's 1v5. It will not matter. Game 1 goes to JDG.
Back-to-back, a strong game from then on, but the early laning phase was definitely not in his favor, and we saw that returning out of mid lane, but Lily is down here too.
Could have been a 4-man play. Huanfeng with no summoner spells, no mana, half HP.
Ooh,
this is a very vulnerable Jin. Sofm showing up, we're getting a 3v3. Lumao running away, trying to disengage. Sword Art with the follow. Lumao tanks some damage, Kanavi does too. Redemption had showed up from the Zoe, but Angel is here. Remember, Lumao doesn't have a way out this time, and that means first blood over to Angel Zoe.
Really nicely done on the roam there.
Spamming Qs, so I expect Zoom to pretty much play this like we saw previously.
And Graves is a jungler, right? So if you can go tabbies against GP Graves, you're feeling really good. Oh, yeah. But they actually spotted them on this invade, and they're looking for a collapse. Everyone is here.
Oh, but Zoom has joined the fight, and Angel could still be in some dire straits. He tries to get away. He uses the flash. Angel is disengaged for now, but Bin's coming around from the top side. Lumao is also here. Gangplank ulti summoned up. Zoom walking away. Uses that Q to try to keep himself healed up. Over the wall comes Angel. Zoom's taken low. Zoom's taken down. Bin disengaging here once more. Trouble bubble over the wall, but Sword Art is still in a bad spot. Lumao's getting himself away. Here comes the swirl seed. Sword Art stays alive. Sword Art finally drops. Angel looking to provide some cover fire over the wall. Gets right back over in time, and now the pickup kill on to Sofm. The double kill for Kanavi.
It's cool because it's like, you think it's 50-50, but it's not because they're just that good, right? Like, they are seeing it differently. They are believing in their ability to execute, and Bin now locked down.
Oh, Bin. You got to get out of there, man, but I don't think it's happening. He buys as much time as he can, but they make sure they put the kill on to the JDG had a better control rate of in groups compared to Suning. They get 54% of their Rift Heralds in group stage, and so far they've got 100 here in this series. Flash over the wall, Lumao makes sure he doesn't get caught out as Suning moves up to collapse. The turret is still alive. The Leona ulti's summoned up. Here comes the engage from Sword Art, but they gotta be careful. Not everybody's here just yet.
Here's
Waymaker from Lumao's trying to get him away. They do manage to grab the first kill, but what else can they get here? They had already lost the first turret. They need to find something else. Zoom gets hit by 2 shots, dodges the third, tries to get away from the fourth, but Huan Feng has the damage, and the shutdown will also go over to Bin, who picks up as the first Drake of the game. Going to be taken here likely by Suning 11 minutes in. That is a slow forward on support, always making sure they're looking for opportunities to make plays when they've got a lead somewhere. Bot lane Prio, invade the jungle, look for a play. Now in the mid lane, they're looking for a play here. Sword Art tries to disengage. Leona is tanky, but not tanky enough to get out of the showstopper. It's Loken picking up 300.
Yeah, and it's
have now evaporated. 5 versus 2. Of course, a lot of that is the Rift Herald difference. As Sword Art shows up, here's some of that playmaking I'm talking about. The damage comes through, and the shots are true. Yagao is there, but it's
from long range, having the confidence to land those skills, having the confidence that your teammate will be there to
from Bard. Sword Art on the Leona has the ability to make so many plays here. As now, Suning has decided to contest the Rift Herald. They don't want to give away this second one for free.
Oh, Sleepy
Trouble Bubble down onto Lumao. It's Sofm taking over the Rift Herald, and now the engage is coming through, but Sword Art's in some trouble. The Haymaker finds him, and now Yagao has arrived to find the taunt onto 2 enemy players. They try to disengage it, but now they've got Huan Feng coming in from the side. A very nice bullet time at the very edge of the sleep. Angels in a bad spot, but they may just turn it around. Good golly, Miss Molly, everybody on JD.
Looking so good in this game. Up 4,000 gold, 2 dragons to 0. They are crushing.
Forgot their pool party, Leona. Shame on you, Sword Art, for not being able to see in the future. But you know what? I think the man's been making enough plays throughout this game. We're going to do one more thing about it. But yeah, the bullet time onto Angel doesn't manage to wake you up from the sleep, so he was doing so much with it, but again, just not enough.
coming in, we're scrapping flowers.
Shows up, it's not done. Sleepy Trouble Bubble immediately down onto Yagao's Galio. He goes into stasis, trying to buy himself some time. A beautiful interrupt. Meanwhile, back up in the top lane, it's a double kill for Loken. 2 for 1 overall, but this League of Legends. Huan Feng on the top lane, the final tier 1 turret will fall. If they get this, will put themselves on Soul Point. Remember last game when JDG was at Soul Point? Suning was able to stop it. Kanavi in a bad spot, forced to flash over the wall. That's a big summoner spell to not have available. Trouble Bubble over the wall, but now it's Sofm in a really bad place. He gets away, but he's running right into the waiting arms of Zoom. The Galio's coming around from behind, but the fight is already lost. JDG, they tried to play offensively, but they split their forces, and now
chase for a
everybody dig an extra grave. Put a 4th one in the dirt. Ben grabs the kill. Here's your curtain call. Take a bow. Yagao's getting the hell out of town. They don't even...
On the side of Suning, and we saw Lumao setting up in flank positions multiple times in a row, warded out by the long
jungler and support duo. Flexing those muscles in the enemy jungle, laying down that control ward line, cutting off the map yet again. Loken is in a bad spot. Gets tagged by the slow. Collateral damage doesn't find the kill, but the barrel does. Bin is there for the follow-up. They find the damage they need. Huan Feng goes godlike. Where's Kanavi at? It's going to be a whole lot of fun here, my friends. Bambi's out of the picture once more. Yagao is here, but 1 versus 3 is not where Galio needs to find himself. Justice Punch away, keeps alive yet again. Ben trying to chase this up, but where is that?
What?
It's Jin!
He's in the
enemy base! Behind the curtains with the curtain call! Everybody is done, man. Huan Feng is legendary. They pick up the last 2 kills. I tell you what, of all the places that thing could have opened up from, next to the rock in the red team base was not where I was expecting. That was a beautiful subversion of my expectations. Jen should have wrote
these backliners and killed them off, because if you do not, they are definitely going to make no mistake about killing you.
Yagao Justice punches away. It doesn't get
the flank here is Zoom and Kanavi.
But now around the side, Kanavi goes for the swirl seed, but it does not find Huan Feng. JDG's in a spot where they might be able to make some sort of a move. They're going after the Jin. They're looking to make the plays, but Ben is able to get Huanfeng out of there, and now Huanfeng is still alive. Escaping the haymaker. The man's making some plays. He goes legendary as they look to end the game here. Yagao will try to hobble out. He's done it in the past couple of fights, but it won't do anything anymore. Kanavi's the last one to go. 5 dead for nothing. Just walk through the enemy base. Take whatever you please. Suning Gaming, we've got ourselves a series as they take down JDG and secure the win in game.
That 5th pick on the red side, they do like to do that for Ben. So being as Zoom is such a good volibear, that makes a lot of sense.
You mentioned how the Ezreal makes a lot of sense when you have a lane partner like Pantheon that wants to roam. I think Volibear makes a lot of sense when you have 2 globals that want to dive with you. That ward over the wall is going to be able to find 2. It's some trouble for Yagao, who tries to get himself away, but Ben grabs the first blood, and Suning is immediately in hot pursuit. Lumao, see you later, bud. Double kill for the gang. Like that is if he gets both of the kills. And tragically for Zoom, that's just what he rolled. But now Sword Art will face check another brush. This time the follow-up is there. JDG punishing this ball.
Is in a good spot now. You know, he already had the tier. He gets an early kill. Sure, Zoom is not going to have any fun this entire game, but doesn't mean you can't win.
Lumao might not be having any fun either. Deadly Flourish hit the mark that time around. Gangplank ulti summoned up. Just get the assist money in there as well. Feels Goodman. And it looks like Suning Gaming now have the chance to go after the earliest first Drake of this series by a mile. The other 2, remember, taking around 10 minutes and 11 minutes respectively. This one taking it 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and honestly, that was a silly invade from Lumao. He's trying to go for some deep vision, but you see the pink ward there. Your Ezreal's in base. Your Lilia is topside. Yagao is not near you. You know, do you really think the opponent...
Oh, the flash away from the 4th one just to make sure of it. Huanfeng on the Jin, losing nothing in between games 2 and 3 here. The skill the man's got. JDG will be moving towards this area, trying to collapse. I don't think there's any reason to really fight this. Your opponents already have priority. They got there 10 seconds earlier. Doesn't really mean a whole lot's going to happen. TP comes through. Nice turnaround. Sword Art again in a bad spot. Sword Art taken out at the very, very end of the fight. Lumao grabbing the kill on that one as Sofm and Yagao are into the 1v1, but it will not be a 1v1 for long. Lumao showing up now as Sofm goes into the Lamb's Respite. Here comes Galio. Here comes Jin. The whole damn party's here, baby. It's time to get crazy as soon...
Really aggressive, or is he just going to go more for the vision control?
Well, bottom side, Yagao's trying to deal with Ben. They're flashing emotes back and forth. Angel swooped around from the side, wanted to use the Predator there, but Loken will get away. Yagao, he joins the fight, but then he has to flash away to try to survive. Curtain call. Let's see what they're able to find with this one. FOFM forced to use the Lamb's Respite, keeping himself alive. Loken's still barely living, but you can't say the same thing for Lumao. He gets picked off in the jungle, and look at what Suning is able to do. You've got to focus on so many different things at once, because they're starting to fight in the mid lane. They're falling back. They're punishing you when you TP in. Now they're going to start a fight on the flank, and that's where they grab the kill. This team is on the same page, and the light shining in the darkness here for JDG is this is not an Ocean Soul game.
Skill shots. The 10% move speed is just even more of that, right? You know, good luck actually catching Huanfeng and locking him down with Swifty Boots, with you know, all of the additional move speed too.
Oh, one more arrow in his
back. The missing health damage coming through there, and that looked like a lot coming out of Sofm, but now comes the engage. I don't think this is going to work. He got no damage, Zoom.
Sword Art gets over the wall, using the magical journey. Sword Art's still in some trouble, but they're kiting away from it. Zoom continues the chase, needs a little bit more. He won't find it. Sword Art just gets out. This seems so desperate from the side of JD. In your gosh darn life. Balmy Cinder, Glacial Shroud, Chain Vest, Kindle Gem is not enough to survive in the middle of a team fight. It's not enough in a 9,000 gold deficit, and now the Baron is started up by Suning Gaming. They set it as a trap. Sword Art's coming through the wall on the magical journey. Zoom now finds himself on the flank. Sofm, he's shut down. Suning Gaming with an incredible mistake as Zoom now re-engages. They're still trying to find some more. Angel's in the middle of 5. He goes into the stasis, keeping himself alive as Ben's looking for the damage onto the mid laner, able to find it now. Huanfeng grabbing the kill onto Yagao, but now Huanfeng also dies. Suning Gaming, They just dialed up Uber Eats. They delivered free delivery over to JDG. Everybody's getting fed. That was a throw.
What is happening, Flowers? They were so far ahead, this game felt almost guaranteed. They go for that play. Sofm can't get the ultimate off. Now they get aced, and they might lose Baron here as well. We'll see if anyone from Suning can get out there fast enough, because this is a pretty tough Baron to take. It's still very early on, but they're TPing to it. I don't know if Sofm can get here in time. He does have ultimate and smite. Sword Art can get him over there. He's trying to delay. It's going to be close.
Sofm is here. Over the wall, can he get it? No. Sofm jumps in. Baron will go over to the side of JDG, but it is already 2 kills for the follow-up attack from Suning Gaming.
They flashing in for a taunt after the Bard dies in a 3v4. And it felt like
gold lead. Baron is worn away. 2 minutes till the Baron's up. 2.5 till the Elder. Zoom is in a bad spot. And all of Suning is about to tell him exactly how bad of a spot it is. Zoom wants to escape, but I don't think so. Huanfeng on the Jhin, Infinity Edge, Storm Razor, Rapid Fire Cannon. Still has more to work on, but damn is he already strong. Cheering the bottom lane inhibitor turret of JDG. They'll take that one down without a fight, without a contest. And now they're looking at the inhib itself. If you get this inhib removed from the map in time for those big buffs spawning, it does a lot. It creates a ton. JDG. They have to reset. Everybody's in pretty poor shape here. Yes, Kanavi is full HP. Does he go for the flash over the wall? Does he go for an attempted steal? He can't now anyway. The binding finds him, and now he's in stasis. Angel coming around. He's looking for Loken. Remember, the Ezreal's the one hope they might have. Angel continuing to move.
Completely, that JDG was forced to use the TF ultimate just basically to scout, to try to get a handle
themselves at match point and take us to game number 4. JDG will have to play just perfectly. And honestly, Suning will have to make some pretty big errors to lose any fight with this current
multiple
game.
members off on the side. Mid lane was getting pushed in by Bin, so this tower is just gone too. And that's going to be triple inhib, because if you're not fighting at the inhibitor tower, you are not fighting anywhere except at...
It only has 2 items. 32 minutes, excuse me, into the game because of the state of the level 1, because of Bin getting both of those kills. It has echoed so much throughout this game. Curtain call opens. Yagao and Lumao run away. Pantheon blocking some of the damage here with the E, as now both Nexus turrets are taking a beating.
Now.
Nexus turret number 1 is down, but Elder being gone means JDG might have their only chance right here. They make the move onto Sofm, but the Lance Respite is in time. Angel finds the taunt onto 2. The fight is done before it even began. A double kill for Bin, an absolute destruction of JDG, and another promising game for Suning. They will get the triple kill onto the gangplank. They will get themselves a win, and they will take us to match point. Come on. Gosh darn it!
you devoted like 30 seconds.
I know
to the lead up for that.
I don't even get
outperforming Bin pretty heavily in this 1v1, and there is potential for the dive now. He's not 6, he's just dead.
Bin has no way out, man. See you later.
Right instinct, but then he got greedy for the farm. He's like, what if though? What if I get 6 and I can survive? And instead ends up going down, and now Loken on the bottom side might just be dead.
Yep, this is that punish we were talking about, but it's 1 for 1. Sword Art ends up getting killed because of the turret aggro. Lumao trying to flash around and outplay this one. Huanfeng takes 2 shots from the turret. He doesn't hit his deadly flourish. That's what I'm talking about with hitting the shots. He missed the shot.
Really useful.
It's a pretty impressive gold lead here so far for the side of JDG, as Kanavi finds himself in a fight with Huanfeng here. It's gun versus gun, but now Sword Art is pulled into a bad spot. The damage continues through, but Lamb's Respite will keep him alive. This fight's about to get spicy real fast. Enchanted Crystal Arrows fired off, and Sofm's grabbing the kill onto the enemy jungler, but jungler for jungler, the sacrifice is through. Support for support will not be the case. Lumao barely survives, and Huanfeng will try to hobble away from this one. Beautiful! Perfect cleanse, but it will not matter as the Renekton has joined the fight. Zoe's damage is very impressive, and Angel dead because of the fact that Lumao can just follow it up, pull him in, instant kill, no problem, nothing to it. But the mid lane tier 1 turret will barely survive. Now it falls, but the curtain call is here. Sword Art shows up, but he's on the front line, and after that stasis ends, he might be in some trouble. Manages to walk away. Yagao uses a stasis of his own, but Bin gets the kill in this fight if JDG want to contest this. The traps are being revealed. The sweeper also finding some wards here. But Sofm has already secured the Drake for his team. Now they're coming in. That's a nice pull from the Blitzcrank. Immediate kill onto Sofm as Yagao is low, but he's kiting around. He's just fine. Angel with a sleepy trouble bubble. The paddle star weaved around the Blitzcrank to find some critical damage and pulls the rest of his team behind him. He's still a big threat if they try to save this tier 1 turret, which they won't be able to do. So now that is not let Suning take this third Drake. Yagao shows up in the bottom lane, trying to stop Bin, clearing away the minions first and foremost, as Bin tries to disengage here. Sword Art is coming down to help him, wants to give him that lantern to escape.
But JDG pushing in mid lane. Bot lane tower is going to be theirs as well, and Lumao threatening with a hook.
Lumao going after it. Nice sidestep from Angel, keeping himself away from the clutches of the Blitzcrank. Lumao stepping out of the range. Does have control over the bottom side river, but remember, this is a 5,500 gold lead for JDG. Yagao with the flash into the gold card, but Lumao's already at 1/3. Lumao is locked down. Lumao is making a big pull, but it's only on to the enemy tank. Meanwhile, Kanavi is still in the pit, still looking to deal with the Ocean Drake. Zoom's coming around from behind. Zoom's able to find the damage down to Sofm. Kanavi's already going to be killed. That could be huge. Zoom is very big. He tries to get himself away, but the Deadly Flourish lives up to his name and locks him down. It's a double kill to Huanfeng. It's Suning winning a fight when it looks like they have no business winning a fight. A triple kill for Huanfeng. He wants to keep going, but the Flourish is not deadly enough. The Sleepy Trouble
Gold was incredible. The skirmishing ability of these two teams really being showcased here, as they even get the tower flash on, as well as the flash from this Renekton. Once you don't kill off the Kindred there and he escapes over the backside of the fight.
In the pit, but now the TP's coming in. Oh, now there is your ulti, but Yagao cannot find what he needs to find. He's in a bad spot, and Volley's coming around from the side. Bin makes sure they get a kill, but Zoom gets one in return. Sofm leading the charge, and Suning has managed to find two. Zoom in danger, now being pursued. Is cool always so far in this series, as that tier 2 turret will fall. Suning now
tank with Ocean Soul. That is so much of added value. He becomes incredibly difficult to burst down. We know that this man can do everything he needs to do to take over
early on in the game, and I love to see it. I love to see that prioritization, as Sofm does get the Lamb's Respite down in time, keeps himself alive. Now Kanavi's rooted up, but he's not in any real danger. Oh, Huanfeng, good use of the cleanse there. Wildcard side. The Kindred now has 20% HP. Okay, up to a little bit higher of a value here. Bin trying to get away, but he's 1 versus 5. The rest of the team's catching up. Yagao makes sure he provides the CC. There's your chain coming through, but a nice unstoppable ulti to buffer through some of that CC now. Zoom could be in danger, and Suning are mounting their counterattack. Loken's already nearly killed off. You gotta block the shots, Blitzcrank. You gotta block the shots.
Contest. There's no choice.
If JDG gives this away, the game becomes exponentially harder. The Renekton taken so low. The TP coming in. Suning with the Drake down nearly now to 0 HP. It's going to be slain by Huanfeng. If the man didn't already do enough this series, he just got the Ocean Soul for his team. Loken is down. Huanfeng's on a rampage. And boy, is he not stopping in this game, but it has slipped through their fingers. Suning will nearly tie the gold up with this Baron take. Less than 5%.
That's all you need to do right now. Everyone just needs to make sure that Huanfeng does not die.
It's not really a bragging point, but that's all Bin has to say. That's all he needed to say in the bottom lane for them to turn things around. At least he's not dead. Can Kanavi say the same? I don't think so. The Deadly Flourish guarantees it. And Sofm is the one to pick up the money. They're going for the mid lane inhib. Nobody's there to stop them. Yagao's in the bottom lane. Knock, knock, buddy. You got to get home. We got some problems, as Suning is going after the Nexus turrets. Kanavi is still dead for another 30 seconds. It is a 5v4 on the map. Sword Art with the hook onto the Blitzcrank. Won't be able to find the kill all the way, but Zoe's artillery will guarantee it. Zoom nearly going to be killed off now. Lamb's Respite keeps Sword Art alive, and Suning will take down both Nexus turrets. They are in a 5v3 on the map. They are in a situation to take this game, and Suning will take down their opponents from the LPL. The 3rd seed will defeat the 2nd, and they will move on to the semifinals.
What?